The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Friday! Looking live at Tuxedo.
Friday! Looking live at Tuxedo.
Outside Ford Center at the Star in Frisco.
At the Star in
Texas.
Frisco.
What is wrong with you?
Echo in here.
Echo. We're at 74 degrees. The high is 77. The low is 50.
He is Shannon. That is Nate. This is Kurt. One pump Daniels, because two pumps will now get you a flag. Back is Chris Beam. Is live and local. I am. Salt and Pepper Poppy. Together, we make Hanging with the Boys, the sports talk equivalent of Braille. People, tell us when we speak.
Wingstop is here. Thank you, Wingstop, for sponsoring the show each and every day, and thank you for the food that you bring to us.
And we want to apologize for Chris for canceling our one free day. It is hurting us now. We apologize for you, Chris. We'll take up for our boy Beam. He was looking out for us.
Yeah, well, maybe next week, huh, Chris?
That's where we're December 1st.
We get see another week.
We got through Thanksgiving.
We got pushed another week.
That's good. That's good. That means we don't clear that turkey out.
Always takes when it freeze offered. Always take it. Yeah. Never push back.
This is random. You maybe just think about something.
Okay.
How many days after Thanksgiving can you munch on Thanksgiving food? So Thanksgiving is Thursday.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the cutoff where you're like, all right, y'all, this got to this.
Monday.
It used to be in our household.
Monday?
In our household,
I'm not judging.
In our household, you can stretch to a week. In our household, you can almost stretch.
Thursday to Thursday.
We had 5 kids.
Oh yeah.
We had 5 kids and everything.
If you stretch in a week, you poor.
Yeah, we I mean, we weren't poor. We were just greedy and hungry, and my mama had fixed a lot.
I feel like the sides, the vegetables can last a little longer.
Yeah.
Maybe the turkey.
Turkey be gone quick.
But, yeah.
I get tired of it after about Monday.
Okay.
I'll eat it till Wednesday. But
See, because what happens is you eat it for 2 days, and then you'll forget it's in there. And then a few things like the vegetables, stuff like that, you'll go back and you'll get. So I maybe a week I'm stretching it, maybe 5 days.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm like Sunday. Because, if Thanksgiving is on Thursday,
Friday, Saturday,
Sunday I'm done.
Yeah. So 5 days, I went too far. 5 days, yeah.
So, and maybe even Saturday, because as we all know, we're all working on Thanksgiving. I was either playing or working on Thanksgiving, so I do mine on Wednesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm pretty much done. Sunday for sure.
So you're talking about now. You ain't talking about when we was kids. Oh, young.
Yeah, you don't have a choice when you were a kid. I have a choice now. Now,
now 2 days.
I call the show now.
We don't.
Like,
even, now I don't even have it.
Yeah.
Now I don't even have it.
You don't have what?
Thanksgiving. I don't do it. I don't do it. I mean, I thank God and I pray, and whatever I eat.
But you don't cook. You don't cook.
No certain item. No.
Really?
You go out to eat. What do you do?
Cater? You cater it?
No. My wife, she'll fix a little something, but it's not traditional. It's just I thank God for the Thanksgiving.
Okay.
But no, it don't even last one day.
Okay.
Now I do. If there's turkey left, I'll go 3 days. Nothing to me is better than leftover roast and turkey that you put in the fridge that's cold, that you can just put some mayonnaise on some bread and eat it cold.
No turkey.
So good.
Once I became the provider, no turkey.
Thank you.
There's never turkey at my
Thank you, bro.
No ham either.
Thank you.
What do you do?
Ribs in a crock pot?
I'll do ribs.
Man, after 30 years of growing up eating turkey.
I don't do turkey.
I told people at the bank today, I say, man, I spent all my life eating turkey. You think that's why I don't do Thanksgiving? I'm like, pray to God, let it go.
There's no turkey. There's
no turkey.
turkey.
No, and barely any ham.
I've done like I've done a seafood one before, a seafood Thanksgiving where it was like lobster and shrimp and crab legs and all that kind of stuff.
That's expensive.
Yeah, I had money then.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's when you play it?
Yeah, I ordered the stuff. Shout out to my people at Jimmy Seafood in Maryland. I like literally had it all shipped in like.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like,
that must have been when you was dressing out, too.
Yeah, it was good money. Come on.
That was
When you got a
It
uniform.
was good money.
That was before the. I wish we had 52.
Yeah, it was before I wish we had 53 and Jesse Hollins.
Yeah.
That's when the checks was coming in
Wow.
weekly, and I was like, okay. I was like, man, send the stuff. Send it what we need. We need a bushel of crabs. Man, send a bushel of crabs.
Oh, man. Well, good stuff. Happy birthday,
Two?
Troy Aikman.
Troy.
Well, hey, Troy, what's up, boy?
How old's Troy today, Kurt?
59, I think.
59.
That's it.
Running strong, looking strong. Feeling good.
What was that, 8? What was this beer? 8? 8?
8. That's pretty good.
I'll tell you one thing about Troy, though. Boy, Troy be on that Katy trail with that shirt off.
Yeah.
Boy, Troy
I
got,
saw him one
Troy
day.
got the recipe.
Dude.
Troy got the recipe.
Try there's not just a trail of girls running behind.
Troy get on that Katy trail and no shirts allowed for Troy. He don't even come out the house with a shirt on. He get on that Katy trail.
First time I ever ran by him on the trail, because I used to live right by the trail. I used to run on that thing every day. And it was the middle of the day. I'd gotten off work early or something. And I was like, man, that's a tall dude. And the closer I got, I was like, dude's in pretty good shape. He looks kind of older, but he looks. And got about probably like 10 yards from him. I was like, damn, that's Troy. I was like, no shirt.
Troy
just
got the
sweat.
recipe. Troy got the
I was
recipe,
like,
man.
whoa. And you know, and he goes all the way down past the ice house.
You know he going past the ice house. 'Cause if you got to go past it, you got to come back to it. You know he is.
Yep.
And then he'll go home, shower up, come back and get a beer from the ice house. Troy got the recipe.
He knows
man.
what's going on.
He has the recipe.
Call us today. We want to hear from you. 888-855-2297. Kurt has a great question today.
Really?
Yes, I like this question. Because this is a great question. Because now you can actually, well, I know the answer is going to be on defense, but you said skill players. Which team, Philly or Dallas, has the best skill position players? Probably got to.
I'd say between the two, Pickens, the two top wide receivers, the tight end, the running back, the quarterback.
Because I think running back's definitely going to go to Philly, right? Tight end's probably going to go to
this
Dallas.
year, I don't know. Right now,
Well, yeah. If you look at the state of
If we're doing like
not name recognition,
yeah, if we're just doing small sample size. Javonte's having a better year, but Javonte's not better than
right.
not better than.
So I guess the question is,
Saquon.
Kurt, is it this year right now in the current state or just overall?
I guess I was thinking this year because if Pickens and Brown,
AJ, yeah.
Oh, then the Cowboys. The Cowboys have the better wide receiver duel. This year, Javonte's playing better than Saquon. And
Quarterback.
Dak's better than. And they probably had the advantage DB-wise.
defensive backs.
Yeah. I think Quinyon and Cooper DeJean and even Adoree Jackson, I think that group is better than what we have.
Yeah.
So the Cowboys would probably win if we're just doing the sample size of this season.
Where we're at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Philly's kind of it's weird because if you think about it, they're kind of in a down year, but they've lost 2 games.
Yeah, that was kind of. I wrote that long statement about Hurts. It's like they're complaining up there. It's like if offense isn't right, we're not aggressive enough. We're this and that and whatever. And man, you look at the numbers and they're one of the best teams in the league. Sure they're not fancy, but just look at who have they beat. They've beaten Kansas City, the Rams, Tampa Bay,
Detroit.
I mean, Green Bay. I mean, they're beating good teams. So
Right.
what are they complaining about?
And then they lost to Denver and to who else?
Giants. That was a
That was
clunker.
in the division game. Fellas, I was talking to a guy earlier that does one of the shows, and he was one of those things that I'm like, that's sweet. And it just made me, and I'm going to be a Debbie Downer. When you got a losing record, I guess that's what you have to go by, huh? I don't like playing that game, man. Let's start with Philly and beat them. and let's start something. And then let's win some games, and then ask me that question. I mean, because the way I was brought up, especially by the last head coach that I had that was significant in my life, is you don't want to play the what-if game. You want to play what's happening now. And what's happening now is them dudes is 8-2.
Yeah.
And I don't even know our record. I know we got a tie. So
4-5-1.
yes.
What's your feeling on the game? What kind of game do you think it's going to be? Do you think it's going to be gritty, kind of, is the game going to play like Philly's defensive line and just tough, hard-nosed, gritty, or is this a game where maybe their offense gets it together because maybe the Cowboys figure out a way to score points and it's going to be more of a wide-open game? Or how do y'all think the game's going to the flow of the game's going to be?
I think gritty. I think nip and tuck type game.
Field goals are going to count.
Everything like this is gonna be one of those games where
Take the points.
When we go back and talk about this on Monday, like there's gonna be defining moments like, ooh, that third down. If we could have got that third down, or like I don't think this is on either side. This is gonna be a wide open blowout game. I don't think that this thing is gonna get out of hand. I think it's always gonna be within a one score game. I don't think either side will get up maybe 6 points or more on either side. And it's going to come down to who's able, and that's partly where, Kurt, to what you were talking about of what are they complaining about, right? It's they figured out a way to win these narrowly close games, and a lot of times that's making one more play than the next team, and that's sometimes what football comes down to, just you having the ball last or you making a significant stop last. And that's the frustrating part. I believe that when you hear like A.J. Brown talk about the offensive woes, it's we practice this explosive stuff. We talk about being more wide open like the other teams in the NFL because we have the talent to do so. And then we get in the game and whether that's the quarterback or the play caller calling in and the quarterback changing it, you get kind of stale and very, very complacent in what you're calling because you don't want to make the mistake. Yeah. And that's a lot of times what football is. It's the team who makes the least amount of mistakes.
Yeah, well, they're not making a whole lot.
And they're not making a whole lot of mistakes. And so they're like, hey, listen, if, and their defense is playing well. And that's why when you hear the old adage from coaches that every possession should end in a kick, whether that's a field goal, whether that's an extra point, or whether it's a punt. Because now with that defense, they're saying, hey, with our defense, we doubt that folks can drive 70, 75 yards, 80 yards on us throughout the course of the game. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I think maybe that's in the back of Jalen Hurts' head, and he's saying, like, I don't have to go out there and put the ball in harm's way. I don't have to go out there and be Superman or Batman or whatever and try to win this thing by myself. Our defense is good enough, and our defense is able to flip the field for us, where if we pin them back, we punt and they get the ball on the 15, and they don't do much with it, and then they punt it back to us. Now we have the ball close to the 50, and then now the field position thing changes. We get a field goal. We get a touchdown. Because eventually they have enough skills play where they're going to get a touchdown. They're going to get a field goal. So they're playing that field position game throughout the game.
All right, let's take our first break. When we come back, more Cowboys, Eagles on Hanging with the Boys. Be right back.
How about them Cowboys? And how about those Hillshire Farm Little Smokies cocktail links? We're big fans of both. After you enjoy the game, keep the celebration going with our savory, delicious Little Smokies cocktail links. Whether it's bringing incredible flavor to your family gatherings or surprising friends with mid-game fuel, Little Smokies cocktail links are sure to be a crowd pleaser. Get yours today at your local grocery store and enjoy them your way. Hillshire Farm is proud to be the official protein of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hillshire Farm is calling. Cowboys fans, SeatGeek is the only primary ticketing partner of America's team and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Cowboys games or to any other live event in DFW, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. SeatGeek.
Crown Royal and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Royal Rig for Season 2. See it in action at AT&T Stadium on Thanksgiving Day, where the Dallas Cowboys take on the Kansas City Chiefs, and around Dallas on November 26th and November 28th. Visit crownroyal.com to see where else the Royal Rig is stopping this NFL season. That's crownroyal.com. Please drink responsibly.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Back to Hangin' with the Boys.
Welcome back to the second segment of Hanging with the Boys, brought to you each and every show by blockchain.com. Thank you, blockchain.com. All right, question for you guys before we get into this list and get to some phone calls.
Can you hold your liquor? Let me stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just going to say one thing. I am from West Monroe.
He can hold his bottle.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. How about you, Kurt?
Yeah.
Not so much, Kurt.
So defeated. Yeah.
2 beers in, he's like, I'm out, guys.
I'll try not to hit it too hard.
Nate, we don't even have to ask you. We've heard stories from back in the old days.
Only thing I couldn't. Never mind. Yeah. I don't even want to get into it. Huh.
You sure?
Why do you drink? And people have 1,000 reasons of why they
That's a
drink.
great question.
But the bottom line is it alters your mind slightly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Put you in a different state
and that's the only reason, people are like, oh, it relaxes me. It alters your mind. Mm-hmm. Oh, it gets me excited. It alters your mind. So when I figured out that I didn't want my mind to be altered, I stopped drinking.
Again,
yeah.
I am from West Monroe, Louisiana, and I will take any mind-altering chance I get to break out of that.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can, on the defensive side of the ball for the Cowboys, is it even fair or reasonable to say they're this in the league, they rank here, they're this against the run, they're this against the pass, they're giving up this many yards? Because this is a brand new defense, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, this is like, you looked at them last week. I guess I'm trying to talk myself and convince myself that this is the real defense now. The old defense before this influx of guys, it's not going to come back, is it? I mean, do I have to be worried about this week going, oh, my God, like last week was the anomaly, and now even with these new guys, we're still terrible? Or is it like, okay, this is a much improved defense from here forward?
I think it's a better defense just by personnel alone, but still working out the kinks, the little things that they do up front. Because unlike last week, this team has no fear. The Eagles have no fear. They are based on running the football. They're going to find a way to get, depending on how Hurts feel, they're going to find a way to get 30-plus runs, whether it's 25 from the backs and another 5 or 10 from Hurts, or 30 from the back and 2 or 3 from Hurts. They have no fear of running the ball. And if you hit them in the backfield, they'll say, and what? We coming again. So it's just who they are. So I like the fact that now we have guys that are equipped to compete against their guys, whereas before I never felt we was equipped to compete. We can compete against these guys. And as the year go on, we should get better. The growth should get better. I don't know what the rushing statistics to be. I've seen games where a guy rushed for 150 yards, but they still lose the game because at the most important times they couldn't run the ball, because it's still about situational football. So we will see. Will this team be better? But I think they will be better over time. I can't judge them. I'm not. I'm one of the guys. I'm with Jesse. I wanted to make sure everybody felt good after the Raider win. But I'm not a fool. I don't sell dreams. Now we're gonna see these next 3-4 opponents. They're gonna test your mettle. And now will we get better as a defensive run stopping unit? We'll see.
And there also will be. Shotty mentioned it. They're still going to be on a pitch count with guys like Overshown and Revel. So those guys aren't fully going to be unleashed yet. You most likely will probably get Solomon Thomas added to that mix. So he'll add into that rotation up front. Perion Winfrey was activated. So that front has gotten some more rotational pieces to it. And I think the days of, and I thought that was a great point by Nate, of what this defense was by sheer player availability changes that. Again, life is different when you add A-plus players to the mix, especially into those pivotal positions. So adding Quinnen Williams to the mix definitely gives you a different outlook. And I think I said this the day before yesterday. I don't think this defense, the days of this defense are what it was the first 6-7 games of the season. 6-7. I'm sorry.
You can't keep from doing it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I think that defense is done. I don't know where it will be going forward, but I'm comfortable with saying it's somewhere in between that.
Yes.
Okay. And that's fine. And to add to the second point that Nate was making is, can they show up in the situational portion of the football games? When we start talking, there are going to be pivotal moments in this game where it's 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1. Can that defense stop a tush push? Mm-hmm. Can they stop it on 3rd down? Can they stop it on 4th down? We all know that Nick Sirianni is one he's a gambler in some instances. He might go for it where he's, minus 45 and it's 4th and 1. He may just say, we're going for it again.
Or hell, with this defense before you added these guys, 3rd and 12. Can you get off the field?
Right. And so it's in those situational moments, are those guys going to be able to step up and make a stop? Because if they are, then that definitely boasts your defense much better. But if they can't, then it's like, when we need y'all the most.
You got the talent, you just.
And that's the part about when you start talking about the growing part of it. It's even for Matt Eberflus, what guys can I trust in this moment? Right? Understanding, because when you tell me you have a pitch count, okay, so Overshown's playing 29, 30 snaps, 40 snaps. I don't know what it is. All right, let's just say that thing happens earlier than what you expected, right? Now he's at 29 snaps and it's mid-third quarter. What happens now? When are you pulling him off the field? Are you pulling him down in critical situations when now Jalen Hurts breaks the pocket and run, and now the guy that you have out there can't catch him? Took a bad angle. Or when you're rotating those guys in and out, what group is in there? Right? When Quinnen goes out for a breather, what group is in there? And then is that the group that Saquon breaks off a 70-yarder?
Were you laughing because you were waiting on him to say a name?
No, yeah, I just remember yesterday. And that ain't going to leave me. I went home, me and my wife was laughing about it. Yeah, Jesse had a face when he said, Sam Williams, Sadmore.
I left those names off for a reason.
Right.
That's why he was laughing. Waiting on you to say it.
Y'all stop, because if Sam beat me up in the lunchroom, whatever he do to me, I'm doing to y'all.
I hear you.
But yeah, so again, the disastrous days I think are over.
Good.
Where they fall now, how far away do they go from those days?
Yeah.
I don't know. And these next 3 games are going to be pivotal moments to tell us. Because if you get to these next 3 games and these level of opponents, we're talking about quarterback play, running back play, coaching play, offensive play, all of that. They get through this and that defense is held up. I'll be confident in them going up against anybody. Because I'm like, if they can hold up against the Eagles, the Chiefs, and then Detroit, put me against anybody.
Yeah. Part of me, don't get me wrong. I'm really glad that everybody's back and healthy that came back, right? Part of me just wishes that for a game or two, just for selfish reasons and observation, but that Quinnen Williams was the only guy that you added. Just to see from an experimental standpoint how much an A-plus player can raise all ships, right? Like, because you never get a moment where you sign a player like that on a disaster. Usually you're okay, and then you wind up being good. Your defense was a disaster, and if you could just add one guy, it would be interesting to see. This is what one A-plus guy can do. Now, look, I'm glad everybody's back. It's a lot more fun to watch, but part of me wanted to just see that.
Tell you what, if you want to see it, just go pull out last year's film. It was the same thing.
Earlier this year.
Yeah, it's there. It's there. And the only thing that has really changed is him. Last year we had, until that kid got hurt, Overshown got hurt, he was a part of some of them 200-yard rushing games.
Mm-hmm.
So, and once again, I will overemphasize this. It ain't so much I'm worried about can you run the ball. It's like Jesse said at the beginning, we coming down the stretch. They got to go 70 yards. We are leading by 3. Or we're leading by 2, and they need a field goal. Now they running. They Saquon left, Saquon right. They get on our 20. Will you stop Saquon? Will you force them to pass the ball? That's what we never had here. Mm-hmm. And the reason I like this 3-game stretch, because Philly's going to come at you. Is in the most desperate situation they've been in the last 5 years, Kansas City. And whatever's left, Detroit gonna get it from you. Mm-hmm. I promise you. That's why I love this stretch, and that's why I think let's see them grow. Let's see them grow. Because by time we get to Detroit, if barring no injuries, everybody should be full blast. It ain't no more snap counts. We got to get you pumped up. We're going to see our defense barring injuries.
And being, I said earlier this week on the show that they're not making the playoffs, but being the optimist, like this is what you want to happen, right? You want your team coming back fully healthy in the end of November, gelling and getting ready and going on a little bit of a streak going into the playoffs, right? That's something you want
to peak
really
at this time. You want to start peaking right after Thanksgiving. You want to start seeing your team peak.
So it's set up. I mean, you put yourself in a whole really bad spot earlier in the year, but like it's set up for go do it.
Yeah.
Like this is what you want, right? So it'll be fun. Be a fun little stretch. All right, let's take our last break. When we come back, phone calls, predictions, Jesse's stat of the week, and more on Hanging with the Boys.
Cowboys fans, SeatGeek is the only primary ticketing partner of America's team and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Cowboys games or to any other live event in DFW, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Dallas Cowboys. SeatGeek.
Crown Royal and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Royal Rig for Season 2. See it in action at AT&T Stadium on Thanksgiving Day, where the Dallas Cowboys take on the Kansas City Chiefs, and around Dallas on November 26th and November 28th. Visit crownroyal.com to see where else the Royal Rig is stopping this NFL season. That's crownroyal.com. Please drink responsibly.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the final segment of Hanging with the Boys, brought to you each and every show by 7-Eleven. We will get to 7-Eleven, always open, here a little bit later in the segment. But right now, let's go to the phones, take a couple of quick calls. Who we got, Chris?
We got Frankie. He's in Atwater, California.
Frankie, what's up?
Ooh, what's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Well, great. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I just want to go back to Tuesday. I saw you guys wearing the number 12.
Yes.
It's about my wedding. It was on 12/12/2012. It was held at 12. My wife and we had a football theme. She wore Ken Stabler. I wore Roger Staubach's jersey. And all you guys have in your jerseys, that's what brought me to call you guys.
Oh, we appreciate that.
That is awesome. So you got married in 12 jerseys? Is that what you said?
Yep. And it was a football theme. And this year is our 12th year. It's going to be the 13th come December 12th, but this is our 12th year. And it's the 12th week of the football season, so everything lined up.
Man, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome.
That's pretty dope.
Well, what's your score for the game this week, Frankie?
That's dope.
It's going to be 30-24.
Who's winning?
Dallas, of course.
I thought
You know what? I'm really.
I thought it was going to do like a 12-point win or something like that.
Yeah, no. I mean, I have some faith in our defense, but not too much right now.
Okay.
All right. Same, Frankie. Thank you for the call, man.
Thanks for the call, man.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And they're still. I was going to be like, and you're still together, but he clarified that for us. So, all right, Chris, let's go to one more. Who we got?
Lester, Minnesota.
Lester. Let's go.
Hey, boys. How's it going out there, man?
It's going well, brother. How are you?
Hey, it's doing good, man. In Minnesota, no snow so far.
Said no snow.
Hey, but I just called in for my score and one comment. My score 33-24 Cowboys, of course. And then my comment is George Pickens, man. We all see what he can do. We can see it. Everybody can see it with their own eyes. I'm going to quote from a movie Alec Baldwin said, from the movie called Malice, "Pay the man."
Pay the man his money.
Pay the man his money. Well,
That's all I got, boys.
We appreciate it, Lester. Thanks for the call. All right, fellas. Let's just get it out there. Let's get Jesse first.
Ooh.
24/7. Always open. On the Eagles. Stat to watch. He's usually open, but we need to close him down for business this week.
Yeah.
Well, what is your stat of the
11
week?
Yeah. I waffled back and forth between these two because you still have to watch Jalen Hurts and his rushing. That's going to be critical. Like, that's going to be absolutely critical to make sure that we contain him and not allow him to rush. But like I said yesterday, man, one of the things that I've noticed about the Cowboys and their defense is the flats. Those flats, and this is that is a susceptible opening in a zone defense. And sometimes when you run those cover threes and those cover fours, and even sometimes if you do match cover two, depending on how that corner is, where he's moving, the flats are wide.
Not them Wingstop flats.
Well,
them football flats.
The Wingstop flats, so those are nice too. When they fried well, they would that hot honey rub on it, extra seasoning. But the flats, and so for me, the stat I'm looking at is Saquon Barkley, his receiving yards. We talk so much about him being stopped in the running game, but it's to me, it's Saquon Barkley in the receiving yards. If Saquon Barkley has more than 60 receiving yards, we might be in trouble.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Saquon's a guy, like, he gets the ball anywhere in the field, and that's an opportunity.
When he goes out of the backfield and goes wide, is that going to be a linebacker that follows him? Or how
So here's the thing: is you only have so many dudes.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're talking about a guy that's going to be spying Jalen Hurts, then who's going to be covering? Like, there's going to be another. Like, I say all that to say, if you're using Overshown as the spy, then there's going to be another dude who's inferior in speed and talent trying to cover Saquon. So whether that's Kenneth from Oklahoma or Logan Wilson or whoever else you may have in there. So that's the part of it. Like, you don't have two Overshowns. You got one. And now you have to make a decision on which one of these guys do you deem more worthy of having that attention given to. And the part that a little bit worries me is when the first read is not there for Jalen, and then he begins to attempt to scramble. Because when he starts running, Overshown's going to take off to him. And that's when he dumps it off in the flat to Saquon. When they start converging on him, he dumps it off in the flat, and now that linebacker is running in at a different angle. So I don't know. Maybe you might use Marquise Bell maybe a little bit more in that hybrid type situation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they're particularly going to do it, but I do know that they're going to probably have some guy spying Jalen Hurts, and the other guy, whoever the other guy is, athletically isn't good enough. It doesn't equate to the skill set of Saquon.
But this is where having a better front four helps. If they're disciplined, this front four is disciplined, and they're wise when they're blitz, and they're wise when it just changes thing up. This is what the A-plus player gives you, a better chance to do it with less players. And so this is the growing pains I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? How will we handle this? Will we have to go an extra man? Because if we do have to go an extra man, we lose. We lose. Jalen gonna get us. But if we can get him with four, like the two teams that have beat, they was able to get there with four, and then they calculated when they brought that fifth guy, or even when they brought the sixth guy. It's about discipline and being athletically skilled to do it. I think we have a chance now. And y'all hear me dog out Osa? Now I'm not dogging out Osa. This is where Osa can shine. This is an opportunity for him to shine because he don't have as many reps. He won't have to worry about getting wore down. He can just go now.
Yeah, if they can get it with four, that'll definitely
that would definitely help. And I'm not saying this is easy,
right?
But this is the thing that Eberflus and the coaching staff and the defensive line coach got to figure out. Is this team, as the game go on, can we do that?
Yeah.
Because if you can't, you fall right into what the other 8 teams have fell into.
Yeah, if you can get it with your front four, then that helps you significantly on the second and third level. Because now I'm gonna have more guys in coverage. I can have 7 guys in coverage. That means that the umbrella of defenders that I have keeps that corralled. But if I have to add that 5th guy and that 6th guy into the mix because we just for whatever reason can't get it done up front, now that limits who I can put in coverage and what coverage that I feel comfortably running. Because again, maybe that safety that comes down is Donovan Wilson. Donovan Wilson is a good tackler, but in space, you don't want Donovan Wilson and Saquon dancing in space too often.
No, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like
no,
you don't want them dancing in space too often.
Nate, anybody that you're going to be watching besides number 98, number 90, and number 97?
For the first time, I'm going to be watching to see what they do with Quinny. I'm telling you, if he's having a day, we're going to be all right. Number 92, Quinny Williams. If he's having a day, if he's able to give us 40 or more snaps, I mean good, healthy snaps, the way it looks, they brought in
Perrion Winfrey.
Yeah, they brought in a few guys to breathe him, but I'm telling you, that's the difference maker. Kenny Clark can get back to being himself. I'm quite sure they thought Osu was happy. I'm telling you, your boy Clark, like, whew, thank you. I don't have to get
I might come back next year. Jesse, anybody on either side of the ball that you're going to be looking at?
I'll give you one for both. Look out for, on the Philadelphia Eagles side, Phillips. That's one of their big trade acquisitions, right? Like he gives them now that significant pass rusher,
and he'll set it
that they didn't have before.
And
already he's had like 13 pressures, 11 quarterback hits. Like and again, when you start talking about the same thing that we're talking about, how Quinnen gives us so much more from his interior position. Well, they got those other two guys that Nate talks about, 98 and 90, right? So those guys, we have to make a decision. And kudos to Terrence Steele, who did a one, and Tyler Guyton. Give credit to both of those guys. They did much better than I expected against Max Crosby, right? You got to do it again. Because I don't know if they're going to be able to give you the help with those two dudes inside. And then on the opposite side for the Cowboys, this player is going to have a big game. Jake Ferguson. Jake is going to have to have a big game.
Why?
Because they're going to focus the way that Vic Fangio runs this defense. His defense is always going to be predicated on it's going to look like a shell defense, some sort of cover 4, too high safety type looking defense. And the problem is he's always shifting that defense. When you watch this game, it's going to look one way pre-snap. I will bet you in amount of money, it's 75% of the time, it's not going to be what it is post-snap. And he's always moving and shifting guys. And they've watched enough George Pickens film. They've watched enough. They know who CeeDee Lamb is. They understand that we have to try our best to mitigate those two dudes going off, right? Because if CeeDee doesn't have the drops he had in week 1, he might be somewhere around in 200 range. Honestly, like he might have been very close to 200 yards receiving when think about the passes that he's dropped. And George has been on a heater lately. They're going to want to try to smolder those guys and try. You don't eliminate that level of talent. You try to contain it, which means the middle of the field is going to be available. Ferg has to break some tackles, has to make some plays, and he has to continue to be, because he's been that this year, an extremely viable threat that when the Cowboys get in the red zone, he has to come up with touchdowns. He has to be that option that truly comes up with touchdowns, because every single point in this game, I believe, will be absolutely needed.
And this is the difference. This is the difference in their defense and our defense. You asked the question earlier, who will cover Saquon?
Mm-hmm.
And we N'Kobe Dean is going to cover.
Right. Jake Ferguson.
Because he is, like you said, he is that guy.
Right.
And see, we don't have that guy as a linebacker yet. I'm just saying yet, because I think it's coming. We don't have that guy that you line up and say, hey, I got you, man. I'm running with you.
And our quarterback isn't that quarterback that makes you have to play 11 on 11, right? Like he's not that guy anymore. Like he's not the guy that's running the football. You're not running RPOs with him. Dak's not,
especially with that bad hip.
Yeah, he's not. Like, he's just not that guy anymore. So you don't have to kind of really focus on having a spy or anybody like that there, because he doesn't want to take off and run.
Was he on the injury report again yesterday?
He was full
participant.
Full participant. Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody show up yesterday that we weren't expecting?
I think the only one who didn't work out at all was Hooker. He's still kind of taking it easy. So.
All right, Kurt, it's that time.
He was in the district.
District? Yeah.
Hooker.
Oh, my goodness.
Kurt, it's that time.
Only those two guys got that. I was like district. I was
trying to think of something funny to say.
Nate these guys would be at. Me and Kurt at Bible study.
You heard of red light district?
You got me interested. Real quick math on the Cowboys this year have given an average of 45 yards a game receiving to running backs this year, with 3 touchdowns and 21 first
Kurt,
downs.
This is a new defense.
I'm just telling you, the flats, man. The flats.
Problem, huh?
The flats. That defense. That's his zone defense for you. That's his zone. They kind of work from inside out. They shell it, work from inside out. Those flats are always available if you're willing to. And that's the thing, that if you're willing to dump it down to the flats, the defense will rally. The zone defense will rally to it. But that's the susceptible spot to the zone defense, is a lot of times the middle of the field, depending on if it's 2 high or 1 high, and then the flats.
Yeah.
All right, Kurt. Score.
I think this is going to be a great game. It's going to be close. But Philly's beating a lot of good teams. Cowboys have beaten a lot of bad ones.
No, don't do it, Kurt. Don't do it, Kurt.
Yep. So I think they do have a better defense, but they got to prove it. So Unfortunately, I think Philly's going to win a close one, like 24-23.
24-23. Kurt. Nate.
I'm riding with Kurt, but I don't got the Cowboys.
Okay. Whatever that means. We know what that means, but everybody else probably doesn't. Chris, what you got?
Let me go. What was the score? Okay, so I'm going to go 24-20 Dallas.
24-20. We're not even going to ask your partner in crime back there because we don't ever know if he's working or not. So I will go Cowboys got to score 30 to win. 31-28. Whoever has the ball last wins the game. So Cowboys will have the ball last.
Oh, Brandon.
There we go. Jesse.
I might take that. Might be a
right. This is not a political show.
That might be a political. That might be a political right there, Kurt. They're like, yeah, Kurt. Kurt, where were you January 6th? Where were you?
Send your emails to
at Mr. Footman.
What you got, Jess?
Man, Kurt and I, we're on the same side over here,
no!
Man. I just
too much.
Here's why I went back and forth, because Dak has been phenomenal against NFC East opponents. I mean, he's only lost one game against NFC East opponents.
Straight or something.
Yeah, and he does.
Wow.
Yeah, he's played phenomenal when he's been healthy and has been in there. He's played and he's won a lot of games against Philly, against New York, against Washington, all of the NFC East opponents. I just think, this is going to be a tight game. This is going to be a tight game, and I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be real close. There'll be a fight, but I think that Philly edges it out in the end. I got it 23-21 Philly.
23-21 and a gritty slugfest.
Yeah, I do.
Dallas just isn't quite there yet, huh?
I hope they are.
Well, we'll see. This will be a very good barometer on, is the offense back on track? Is this defense the real deal? Are they really can they get it together and make a run here at the end, or are we just going to have some really crappy shows?
I'd love to see them put it all together against a team like this, offensively and defensively. I love to see that. I love to
give you some confidence.
It would, and
us and them.
The divisional games, sometimes a lot of times you could throw records out the window. With each other. There's a brewing hate there that's never going to die.
In this game, there's
really some. I want to see what Booker do against my man.
Okay.
Yeah, soul snatcher. I'm thinking this is a big old soul. I want to see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because he's going to come at him now.
A lot of storylines in this game, a lot of drama.
I bet you Jalen Carter comes out of the game, come to the game, he's going to have something covering his mouth before the game watch. They're going to do something weird like that where Jalen Carter, he's going to come out, he's going to have tape over his mouth or
one of them dogs.
Some sort of muzzle over his mouth coming out in the pregame. I'm telling you. They're going to do something.
Is it called a shiesty?
A shiesty.
He's going to wear a
something.
shiesty.
It's shiesty, like kind of like a little jab at the shiesty wears on our team and something to cover up his mouth.
I wish we could mic up Dak and him just to see if and how much talking there is pregame, and when they break the huddle, if they kind of walk towards each other just to test and see what's
you may be getting that, buddy.
Let's do it, Chris. All right,
Chris getting a little dropping a little tea leaf right there.
I think this is the week that they start Hard Knocks.
Well,
in season Hard
Knocks. Let's hope we win so we can use the audio. How about that?
There you go.
All right. Nate, great stuff. Jesse, good stuff. Kurt, great shows this week. It'll be a miracle if we're back on Monday after the week we've had. Chris, thanks for keeping us on the air. Josh, thanks for keeping them company. We'll be back Victory Monday on Hanging with the Boys.
We out.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?